I was, man, I look tired. I am tired. I was getting ready to get in my car because I have some things I got to do out in the farm. So, yes, I missed church. Again, last Sunday something came up. Oh, Jack was really not doing well, but I love my little church. And I know my girlfriend who called me and told me to get up and go to church is listening. And I had every intention. And then my brother texted, and so we got to go out to the farm. And I don't know why I'm telling you that, but I could have just said, oh, church was great. But I do watch it online. And so I love my little pastor. He's a good preacher. But my heart was heavy this morning when I woke up, and Lynn prayed over me, my girlfriend, and she was telling me about putting on the whole armor of the Lord. And she went through each and every one, the shield, the feet, and all of it. I got to memorize that better. And to tell you the truth, I haven't been where I needed to be lately. And I think that's why the Lord prompted me to get back in my car, out of my car, and come back up here and talk to you. Because there's something about a public confession. I don't know what the theology about it is, but I always heard that saying, confession is good for the soul, and I think it is. And I know that I have been searching for the last 4 or 5 years of finding myself, you know what I mean, after my husband's death, and it's coming up on 6 years. 6 years. And sometimes it is so hard to go out to the farm because I feel like he's just everywhere out there. So I avoid it sometimes until I just have to go or have to take care of some things. But all that to say, in this last 5, 6 years of this journey of mine of getting through grief, I have been in recovery. And I think I've been in recovery for a lot of things. And to tell you the truth, I think we are all in recovery. We're in recovery from the fall of the world since the Garden of Eden. We are in recovery from our stupidity in the past, our sins and getting through it. And I've screwed up in these 5 years of moments that I am utterly ashamed of. Moments I know God has forgiven me. Shame I have to relinquish often. Because when you do stupid stuff, then you have to carry the shame. And for a while, that's probably a good thing because it keeps you from doing it again. In the last year or so, I've been on track, I think. And then this COVID thing came and has isolated us all until we're afraid to touch a human being or talk to a human being, or we've just had to spend so much time scrambling. And lately, this is what I wanted to talk to you about. I've been scrambling. Worried about the finances of the people I take care of. I'm scrambling, wondering if I should sell the condo and move to the farm, or sell the farm and have some financial relief a little bit. And so, you get, your mind gets all intertwined about maybe I should do this, or I need to fix this, or I have to do that. And then you have those moments where your cares and concerns begins to drown out what God is probably trying to tell you. And I throw up my hands and I go, where are you? And if I could just hear from you, Lord, I would do whatever you say if I could just hear from you. Well, I got this picture when I was in Israel last time, and it's a place that in Magdala that touched me so much the first time I went there. And so the second time I went there, I was determined to take a picture of this mural, or at least find a copy of it. And I did. And of course, sometimes I tape it to my piano here so that I can look upon it while I'm singing, and it kind of just inspires me. So I don't know if you can see it with the glare. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to get it all matted and framed when money comes back around. Look at that. It is. The amazing thing about this is what I love about it. I remember going there, and I was in a really depressed place, and David had passed, and I walked in this room, and this mural was there, and it took my breath away. And art will do that to me sometimes. And I just studied it. And while the whole service was going on upstairs with Governor Huckabee, I think it was. I just stayed down there in that little room all by myself and stared at it. And I have stared at it so many times. And one of the things I love about it, and I don't know if it's coming up really, really good, but I want you to see this. Look, see the woman who just touched the hem of his garment, just barely touched the hem of his garment. And I don't know if you can see this in this, but her finger, as the power from the Lord begins to move up, her finger is getting more well. You know, her skin is looking stronger. The color is coming back. So the healing has started. And we all know the rest of the story. When Jesus said, "Who was it that touched me?" And she knew she had been healed, and he knew power had come out of him. And man, I love that story, because I think that's kind of where I am. I'm wanting a fresh touch from the Lord. I know the healing has started, and I have a ways to go, and a lot of my healing gets deterred because I turn away from the garment, or I let Jesus walk on further ahead, and I don't listen. I just get loud, which y'all know I'm a loud person anyway, if I make fun of my loud voice. And I get loud, and I get busy, and I start trying to fix stuff myself, and I start meddling, and then I'll get off track. You know, I'll have a glass of wine too many, or I'll just get busy with some excitement that the Lord brings along, which I know such joy comes from the Lord, and then I forget to stop and touch the hem of his garment again and again. And for me, I think Jesus requires me anyway to get down on my hands and knees and get down where I can just touch the hem of his garment. And so I don't know this song very well. I hear it all the time because Kirk Franklin's choir sings it, and I don't know how to play it. But this was the song that came to me in the car a little bit ago as I began to sing. Let me touch you and see if you are real. Even though I know my heart, your hands can heal. Oh, sometimes I get discouraged, and I need your strength and shield. Jesus, let me touch you and see if you are real. Sometimes it seems that you are far away, and I wonder how I'll make it through the day. But if I can touch the hem of your garment, or the power I know will heal. So Jesus, let me touch you and see if you are real. Oh, let me touch you and see if you are real. Even though I know my heart, your hands can heal. Oh, sometimes I get discouraged. I need your strength and shield. Jesus, let me touch you and see if you are real. Jesus, let me touch you and see if you are real. I don't know. I hope that encouraged you today. Let's encourage each other. He is real.